Hey everybody, I'm David, and today I want to talk about the season premiere of Black Lightning. This is the newest DC superhero on the CW, following some of the great successes of Arrow, The Flash, Supergirl, and Legends of Tomorrow. So this is like the fifth DC show on the CW. Six, if you want to count Smallville, throw Smallville in there just for fun. But this is the fourth one, or the fifth one from Greg Berlanti, who I've enjoyed all his DC shows so far. And I'm going to admit, this season premiere really had me hooked right from the beginning. I really enjoyed these characters that we were going with, specifically the main character, Black Lightning himself. What I really thought was interesting, it was how the themes of this show will definitely be a little bit more different from your typical CW show. There were some themes that some of the other DC superhero shows never really touched upon, like the themes of racism, that I thought was really great bringing it up. I know Legends of Tomorrow kind of touched upon that in one or two episodes, but it looks like this is going to be a regular ongoing theme, as well as a couple of other ones. You know, we see more of the underground gangs and stuff like that. We kind of have the underground gangs on Arrow once in a while, but Arrow is more about a billionaire who puts on a hood and fights crime. This is a guy that he's not a billionaire. He's a school teacher, or he's a principal, and he cares about the students, and he cares about his daughters. He's a family man. He's not like Oliver Queen. You know, he had parents and he had a sister. Now he has a kid, but this character is a father, and he has two grown adults, not adults, but teenagers, as well as an ex-wife. And we learned that he used to be this Black Lightning character before, and has now put that in the past, but is now bringing it back up because he needs to take on this mantle again, and he's kind of lying to his ex-wife, that I'm not putting it on, but he actually is. And I can see that they use the voice modulator again to change their voices, even though if his daughters probably recognize that it's him for sure. I mean, they have to, right? Yeah, the voice isn't gonna just hide everything. No, you can tell it's the same guy. No goggles is gonna hide it. But for the most part, the costume itself, I'm kind of iffy on. I don't know if I like the glowing lights on the suit. Maybe it will grow on me as time goes on. But for the most part, yeah, I thought this episode was really good. I thought it was a really strong premiere. They seem to be setting up quite a bit, get us to understand all the situations between these characters and maybe some of the villains that we'll be seeing throughout. It does make me wonder if we will get more superpowered villains like The Flash has, every week. I hope not. Maybe once in a while. There was that television report that said there's other heroes out there, just like Black Lightning, and they're like, how come, we treat Black Lightning like he's not something like those other heroes out there? I don't know if that was a reference to kind of say that this was in the Arrowverse, or if this was in its own universe, but maybe just setting up the fact that there might be other superheroes out there. That's something that I'm very curious about, because if you know the Greg Berlanti shows, they don't set something like that up for no reason. There's always a plan for upcoming things. So if they're saying there's other heroes out there, that might come into play later on. I know a lot of people are hoping for like characters like Static Shock, so we'll have to wait and see. I would like to see Static Shock. I remember I never watched the animated show that much, when it was on back in the day. But I am familiar with the character, so I would like to see a live action version of him. There's a lot of other characters that I would like to see as well. So we'll see, and who knows? I would actually like to see this in the Arrowverse, and maybe not on the same Earth, but similar to Supergirl. Maybe have him cross over with the other shows once in a while. Maybe not this season. Maybe this season let it stand on its own, which I believe that's what the producers have said that they want to do. They want this season to stand on its own. So I think that's fair. But let's hope for a season 2. I right now, judging from this one episode, who knows? Maybe as the season goes by, I start to get a little bored by it. But from what I've seen, I'm gonna admit I think I'm more hooked onto this show than I was with The Gifted. I'll save The Gifted for another time since the finale ended recently. But for the most part, this pilot got me more intrigued than I was for that show, which I enjoyed too. I think I am going to enjoy this one to a better extent. So we'll see how the season goes. Maybe not. But right now, I'm hooked, and I can't wait for next week's episode. I think this is going to be another great CW superhero show from Greg Berlanti. So comment below, guys. Tell me what you think of this episode. I'll tell you where it ranks on Friday or Saturday. I haven't decided yet. Maybe Saturday. On my DC TV rankings, where I rank all the DC TV shows throughout the week. Which includes Supergirl, Legends, Flash, and Arrow, and now Black Lightning and Gotham when that returns too. That will be put into the mold. So that's going to be really fun when we have all these shows. Well, Legends and Supergirl won't be on at the same week anymore because they're switching places apparently. But the other shows, it's going to be great when they're all back because that will be fun ranking them all. So with that being said, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys comment, like, subscribe. You know the drill. Unless you're new here, then do what I just said. And please help support me. It's always really cool when I get some really cool new supporters. And be nice to each other. Be nice to me. I'll be nice to you. Vice versa. And with that being said, take care.